Hello my people, Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you welcome, and my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. Guys, so Harry is turning 40 in a few minutes. And guess who's mad about the money? The $7 million left for him by the Queen Mother. His brother bullied him. They said the brother's so mad that he does not even want to hear that. And apparently Kate is too. But I don't believe if Kate really exists. I don't believe if Kate is really hanging around this family here. These people are just trying to make stuff look good. But I'm telling you, Kate and William are divorced or separated. Just my thoughts about the situation. So Morelli came with this video here because he read some article from somewhere. So let's listen to Morelli.
And William are very upset as of right now. They are bitter. They are really upset. And here is why. Kate and William have been left with a very bitter taste in their mouth, as William thinks it's frankly disgusting that Harry is set to land a huge sum of money in just a week's time. The Duke of Sussex will inherit a whopping $7 million from his great-grandmother when he turns 40. The money comes from a trust fund that the Queen's mother set up for her grandchildren. She put the majority of her estimated $70 million wealth into it, and Harry's share is about 10%. The Duke of Sussex shares is larger than his brother's, which is probably why William is disgusted, and he's already benefiting financially from the Duchy of Cornwall estate, which is William. The relationship between William and Harry, as we all know, is very bad, especially since 2020, but insiders say that both Kate and William are hugely upset in light of this upcoming inheritance, and William frankly finds it disgusting. William and Kate don't trust Harry, so the idea that Harry is now cashing in on his great-granny's inheritance leaves a very bitter taste in their mouths. William believes inheritance shows that Harry is essentially being rewarded after the terrible treatment he's shown them all, and that is just wrong on so many levels according to the source because he's been speaking out. Joni Bond believes that Harry's great-grandmother would be dismayed to learn of the food, given her particularly close bond with Harry, who he referred to as Gan Gan. I'm afraid the Queen's mother would have been mightily disappointed to see history repeating itself, as Harry fell in love with a divorced American woman and then left royal life, much like her brother-in-law King Edward, who abdicated for the love of Wallis Simpson. Now, Harry getting this inheritance money, at the end of the day, he is a royal, and that's what his grandmother did for him, his great-grandmother. Now, Kate and, William being really upset by this, I'm not actually surprised by it. I feel like William being upset by anything when it comes to money, because that's basically his focal point, is interesting. What this man should be worrying about is his wife, who is unwell. Don't know why that they would be upset about money as opposed to being upset about their frailed relationship and maybe want to, reunite each other. It's more about inheritance, money, cashing in, and that, he somehow doesn't deserve any of this when he also is the brother, when he also is, a royal member, when his mother is Diana as well, when his grandmother is Elizabeth, when his great-grandmother is Elizabeth. Like, I just genuinely don't understand this entitlement that William is showing.
Yeah, I don't really understand. Well, William, if you're that mad, why don't you just rewind every single thing back and go to your mama's womb and stop this baby from growing in her womb? He has the right to that money. That lady was his great-grandmother also. This guy inherited a bunch of lots of stuff. He's gonna inherit the entire kingdom. And the great-grandmother knew that. That's why the great-grandmother was, because Harry is not going to inherit none of those. So I'm going to leave a bigger portion of this money for him when he turns 40. Why are you mad? That's his birthright. It's his money. And that's what your great-grandmother thought about. And she was damn right. But you know why you're hurting so much? Because that money is going to help Harry's children who have black blood. And to you, the black kids could not be part of that family. They shouldn't be part of that family, and therefore they shouldn't even get any inheritance. But you forgetting that y'all guys sold the black people to get everything that y'all guys have down there. Even the crown that you're wearing on your heads. All the diamonds belong to the black people and the Indian people. Tell me otherwise. Show me the proof where y'all got all those minerals to make all those carriers and all those gold and all those. If it did not come from selling us. You know, because of greed, I don't know how long you still have left around here. Karma is also watching you. God doesn't like ugly. And which one is Kate's portion on here? Kate, I just don't want to wash you dry. You need to sit down there, mind your business, your divorce settlement. I heard stuff coming up on the internet saying like you fighting, you do not want your son George to go to a boarding school. I don't really think you have that much power. You are just a second-class citizen who got there and who was a surrogate for these kids. You ain't got no saying, because guess what? Those people made you understand the monarchy book, how it works. Kate ain't got nothing to say about these kids. Those kids are the crown babies. And they made this kid here, this yacht girl, they made her read the whatever, the book, the monarchy book. The inside, the policy, and the procedure. There should be some little, there is a specific word that describes the rules and laws of monarchy and how you need to follow them and how they function. The monarchy constitution, I believe. Kid ain't got no saying. Stop reading all those papers. Those papers are lies. All those paper editors, they eat from William's money. And they're afraid of this little kid, because guess what? When the man start losing them hair, you better you better check yourself, because I'm telling you, the level of that low self-esteem, the level of that self-esteem with most of those guys, you know, some of those guys work probably with the no hair on them heads. Look at Bruce Willis. He was a good actor for lots of years with no hair on. And he's doing good and looked good. But this one here just has a terrible low self-esteem, because I'm telling you, the way he treats people. That's why all those news editors are scared of him. Some women are coming out here to spill the beans about him. He ain't a good person. Greed, hate, lack of self-esteem, narcissist, all those together. I'm telling you, dude, karma, come get this guy out of this place here. He need to get the hell out of here. Someone wrote there, well, you ain't got nothing to do. I don't know how you guys' rules and laws work, but I don't really see anything that you guys are going to do to that money. That money will come to Prince Harry. Whether you're mad or not. Who cares? I really don't care about you and your daddy, and that you're the escort queen. I don't care about y'all. I don't even pray for anything good for y'all. I'm just saying. Kate being mad. What is Kate being mad going to do to anyone? A surrogate who was paid with the public image. And right now the image is deteriorating again. You being called Waity Katie. You being called a stalker. Like all those a woman. Come on, girl, please. You need to sit down there and chill. And tell those people to stop mentioning your name here, because the way we're going to put you down and wash you, you ain't going to like it. Who are you? Are you mad because of somebody's inheritance? Go get your inheritance from goldsmiths. There are lots of them in Australia. They're a bunch of thieves. Those are your family.
Rose Hanbury, guys, was a distraction. I wouldn't be surprised if she was part of a triangle, or there was intimacy there, or there was an attraction there. But do I think there's been a long-standing affair with Rose and William? I don't believe that now. And I feel like Rose Hanbury's name is being used as a distraction to cover up for other multiple affairs that William could be allegedly having, or something else going on between their marriage where they thought that it would be easier for them to discuss a random woman being planted all over the UK press. Because when everything was going on with Kate and, you know, in the midst of it in March, April, and etc., Rose's name was introduced everywhere by the press. I feel now that they were doing this, with hindsight, that they were doing this to cause a distraction, and that it was a distraction away from whatever the hell is going on between their marriage, but it's easier for us to believe that this woman is being used. Of course, Rose probably doesn't appreciate that, but I think that she is a distraction from either William having affairs with men, which isn't far too...
that part. Did y'all hear, the people who are on X, did y'all see that article? Where they're talking about the possibility of William having male relationship with one of the guys, one short man. The guy wears some kind of uniform. I'm not sure if the guy also works for him, or the guy works with him, or the guy's just, yo. I have no doubts, because guess what? These people's ancestors, lots of them were gay back then. Back then. And you'll be surprised. That's probably the case with this one. Bro. Did y'all hear about that? What happened to that Kingston guy, Thomas Kingston? I can't talk too much, people. I got a headache. I'm going to come talk to y'all guys tomorrow. Drop the gossip down in the comment, because I want to hear what's going on. I'll talk to y'all guys tomorrow. Please subscribe to Isabella Back's channel. And subscribe to Byron's channel. Let's get him to 100,000 subscribers, so we're going to get him that silver plate. I just can't ask people to subscribe to my channel anymore, because it's like they're not even watching videos. It's like a waste of time. But anyway, share my videos. That's what I'm going to ask you. Share my videos.